Hello, my YouTube fans. Well, it's past due time for Match the Masters, number 9 out of 10. Yes, it's been more than a month, I think. And I did say I was going to spread these out, but I just didn't intend to spread them out so far. I ran into a few things. As you can see, I got some new glasses and other things have been coming up. Before I start, I have a fan out there. I don't remember the name at the moment. Made a comment about wanting this software. It's great, and he likes my videos, and he's got to get his hands on this software, and he wants to know where to download it. Well, I didn't download this. I don't know if I'm showing this to the camera properly. I bought this about 10 years ago. No, I'm sorry, about 20 years ago. It's very old. It looks brand new, but it's very old. It was only $10 at Best Buy, and they don't even have that section of the store anymore. They've changed so much. So if perhaps you can talk to Ubisoft, which is the company name. It's Ubisoft, which I had gotten permission to use for the YouTube, but I don't think they even have it available anymore. So, any case, there's Chessmaster. This is Chessmaster 10th edition. There's Chessmaster 9000 works better on XP. There's Chessmaster Grandmasters edition, which I wish I had picked up at the same time. I chose one at the time. They were both there. This one and the other one were both $10. Can't go back now, unless I have a TARDIS. Well, let me just drop this in the bag. So, this is number 10. This one is Botanovic and Tal. And put your screen on high resolution, and I'll let you see if I can scroll this down, let you read it. According to this, you're Tal's partner, and Tal was being the king of the tournament at the time, but Botanovic came back. No, wait, you're Botanovic's. Let me see. So, yeah, they might keep the position closed and to do. Yeah, I think you're Botanovic. I think we're Botanovic. Let me see. It's spring in Moscow in the 1950s and early 60s. More often than not, it meant that Mikhail Botanovic was playing a match of the World Championship from 51 to 63. Botanovic contested no less than 7 matches for the world title against the likes of Bronstein, Smyslov, and Tal, and Petrosian. Mostly, it was defending champion. It was as defending champion, but on 2 occasions, 1958 and 61, Botanovic was the challenger, seeking to regain his crown in a return match. We pick up the action in Game 7 of the 1961 return match. Botanovic, your partner. Okay, so we're partnering with Botvinic, yeah, whatever. And we're playing the white pieces with him. It's an Inzu Indian defense, and let me scroll this down a bit. I'm going to try and let you see the whole thing by not scrolling it down completely. You could always pause the video and read the whole thing if you like, but I'm going to get to the end. So, you have the magic formula: keep this position closed. Keep the position closed. Split the board into 2 separate sections, and don't let the opponent's pieces become active. After all, play youthful enthusiasm, and you have no fear of stormy complications, etc. so forth. Okay, good enough. So let's continue. And here we go. Okay, so White's 9th move. I'm trying not to look at the answers. I know there's only 2 there, but I'm not looking at them at the moment. Keep the position closed. Okay, I have a couple ideas. I mean, it would seem that you want to take the bishop back, but then you lose your chance to castle with the king. So king takes f1 is there, obviously, and d takes e6 is also there. No. D takes e6 is a reasonable, but I think we need to take that bishop back. So I'm going to go ahead and say king takes f1. Correct. Okay. So that wasn't too hard. Okay, now I'm thinking, without looking at the answers, there's a long list this time. I'm thinking of pushing the e pawn. To keep the position closed, yeah, push the e pawn. There's also bishop g5 as a possibility. Okay, so let's see what the answers are. Queen a4 check. That's a possibility. Rook a2. Not sure why. Maybe. Queen c2. Perhaps. First of all, let's see if the e pawn pushes there. That would be e5. Is that there? Yes, it is. E5 is there. So I wasn't too far off. Let me see. C4 is also there. No. No, we don't want to open up the position. We want to keep it closed, right? Knight h3 is also there. That's the last one. I'm thinking getting the piece developed. This is a tough one. There's too many choices. All right, so let's not look at the answers again, and let's see what I would like to do in this position. I do like the idea of putting him in check. Bishop g5 is one of my choices also. The only rook move listed is rook a2. I was thinking rook b1, but I guess that's not even there. I would like to get the bishop out. I would like to get the knight out. The queen can come out almost any time it wants to. This is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. But definitely not c4. We could eliminate. I think I could eliminate that one. If we move bishop g5, chances are I'll push the pawn. You move back, push the other pawn. You move back some more. I'm going to go with the... This is not how I play, but I'm going to go with the queen e2 check. Not queen e2, I'm sorry. Queen a4 check. probably wrong. It's not likely the way Botanovic plays, but let's try it. Okay, so oh, it was bishop g5. Oh, look at that! I could have gotten that one right. Okay, and there it is. Okay, so I guess the obvious would to move it back, but I don't want to move it back all the way. So usually it's bishop h4. There's also queen a4 check. Which is still on the board. Now I'm just going to go to bishop h4. Incorrect. It was. That's the second time I did that in a row. Had the right answer, took the wrong one. Okay. So it was checked this time. He takes d5. No. e5. No. Maybe. Bishop takes f6. Maybe again. Bishop f4. Bishop h4. Now, bishop f4 might be alright. I mean, even if he pushes this pawn, then the next move would be bishop e5. But then you could take this pawn, and then you don't have a closed position anymore. I'm going to go with the bishop h4. I keep this the third time I tried it. Let's see. Correct. Okay. Finally, I got that one right. And he takes. What would I do here? Would I take back? No, I would not. How about rook e1? Is that there? Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm liking rook e1. Bishop takes f6. Bishop g3. I'm going to go with rook e1. Correct. Very good. Okay. Alright. And now we have to definitely do something about that bishop. So we're going to go with, let me see. G3, is that up there? Yeah, bishop G3 is up there. So is bishop F2. And F takes E4, which is ridiculous. You don't want to lose that bishop. So, we go with bishop G3. No, it was bishop F2. I thought it might be okay to do that, but I didn't like it at first. What would I do next without looking at the actual answers? Would I take now? C4 is up there. Queen C2 is there. Queen C2 is a good move. We need to put another piece on that pawn. I kind of like that one. F takes E4 is there. H take. I mean, my new I got my eyes are still dilated from my eye exam. Knight E2. No. H4. I like Queen C2 best. We'll go with that one. Incorrect. It was Knight E2. Why would not? Oh my goodness. Knight E2 was like my last idea. I didn't want to block off the rook. Alright, so how about now Queen C2? Queen A5 is there. Queen B4 is there. Offer a trade of queens. Queen B3 is there. Queen D1 is there. I like... I'm not crazy about Queen A5, but I like the idea of offering trade of queens. And what else do I like? I don't like Queen D1. Queen C2 is also still on my mind. Geez, that's a tough one. If I was playing, I'd probably offer the trade. Is there any way I can see the pieces captured? No. Guess not. Got two rooks, he's got two rooks. Queen, queen, two knights, knight, bishop. 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns, 6 pawns. So the material is even. Probably wouldn't want to trade queens at the moment, even though it looks a pretty good idea. Alright, let's go with Queen C2. Correct. Very good, Patrick. Okay, so he took a pawn for that. But now what? So you gave up a pawn for what? For me, maybe I move the knight back just to G3. And that is up there. F takes E4. I'm not crazy about that move. And then there's H4. Not crazy about that move either. I'm going to say knight G3 again. Oh, it was h4. I think rook takes h4 is the most logical thing to do. F takes e4, knight f4. Knight f4 is a reasonable move. Bishop takes h4, and rook takes h4. Although that black pawn has got to get out of there, even if I'm blocking off the discovered check that I want to make. F takes e4 might be a reasonable move at the moment. Now that the queen is on it too. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. Ooh, it was bishop takes h4. Should have went with my original idea. It's going to be one of those games where I second guess myself and I keep taking the second choice and it's the wrong choice. We have to get rid of both of those knights. But how? Alright, so what are the choices? F takes e4 again. Actually, that's a good idea. Bishop takes f6. Bishop takes f6 and then f takes c4. I think it's better. King f2. Knight f4. And knight g3. Well, knight f4, if you're planning to go to the next one, knight h5, to remove that defender, it might be an idea, but it's a couple moves away. But it also unblocks the rook, and it would go into the idea that you moved it to e2 in the first place from g3 in order to get to that point anyway. Let's do that. Let's do that. Knight f4. Incorrect. The answer was knight g3. Oh man, that's funny. Okay. Well. Okay, now that he castled, we've got a pin on that knight. Can we take advantage of it right away? Take the pawn with the knight, or even the rook, but I would take it with the knight. Yeah. Knight takes e4 is a good idea, and it's up there. Bishop takes f6. We just be trading a knight for a bishop. King f2. Knight f5. Knight f5. I like knight takes c4. Yeah, knight takes e4 is correct. Okay. Okay. Now what? Knight takes f6. That's not a good idea. Nope. It's an invitation to get... Maybe not. Knight takes f6. Is he going to trade rooks? Yeah. Then I move. Then I take with the king, and his queen comes down, and I lose a rook. Not a good idea. Which is why he might want to move king f2. I'm going to go with that. Yes! The whole idea of the possibility of him checking me and grabbing a rook means that I got to move that king, and that was the right move. Now, we can... Well, it's check, so we got to take the knight. Take with the rook, take with the pawn. Queen takes e4. Now, why would they do that? Rook takes e4. F takes e4. I think rook takes e4. If I take with the f pawn, it uncovers my king. I'm gonna go with rook takes e4. Ooh, f does take e4. I guess I was wrong about that. Okay, what do I want to do in this position? Could push the pawn. I could move a rook. Could threaten his queen with my rook. How about rook? Yeah, how about rook a1? Is that up there? That's the first one up there. I like that idea. d5 is also there. I don't like it. e5 I don't like either. Bishop g3. Bishop g3 is not a half bad move. It unblocks the rook, and it sends the bishop in a diagonal towards the king. But I especially like rook a1. I'm going to go with that one. And that was correct. Uh-huh. I see a little pin coming on here. But do I take the pawn first? So let's see. Rook takes a7 is there. Queen a2 is also there. d5. Yeah, well, I suppose. Rook he1. Now there's an idea. King f3. Bishop g3. Well, queen a2 is a mating threat, is a mate threat, is a mate net. There's a couple of good moves up here. There's a few good moves up here. E5 is also up here, and I was thinking about that too. But that's too soon. My king is exposed. Let's go with queen a2. No, it was rook a7. Rook takes a7. Well, I guess at least it was one of my guesses. Just wasn't the one I picked. And he's trading queens. Well, that's gotta be done. That's gotta be done. Queen takes e4. There's no hesitating on this one. Yeah. Okay, now rook a8 check is a good idea. Rook ha1 is another good idea. King f3 is another good idea. And bishop g3 is another good idea. I'm liking bishop g3 though. Bishop g3 is a good idea. Aim right for that king. Ooh, rook a8 check is the correct answer. See, this is why I wanted to move the bishop there first. Alright, I'm still going to call bishop. Is it up there? Bishop g3. Correct. Okay, so it was a move at a turn. Now the rook. Although, I could just, no. What if I just move that rook now to rook ha1? Is that up there still? Yes, it is. Rook takes h6 is up there. I take, he takes. I take, he takes. Okay, I take the knight. He takes the rook with the rook. I take the rook, he takes the bishop. So we end up trading down, but he's got a pawn up, so that's not a good idea. Let's go with rook ha1. Correct. Well, I'm getting some of that. The more I get right, the better. Okay, so do we continue the checking? Or do we do something else? I'm thinking maybe move the king to f3 now. Is it up there? King f3 is up there, last choice. So rook 8 a7 check is there. Rook 1 a7 check is there. Bishop takes b8 is there. I'm going to look that one over again as soon as I figure it out. And there's bishop d6. And there's king f3. So I still like king f3, but let me look at this rook takes b8 check thing. No, that's not the one. No, I was thinking of bishop takes b8. Wasn't it? I don't know yet. Alright, so what if I took with the bishop? What is he going to do? He takes, I take. Now, if he takes, I put him in check. This is a tough one. If he takes, I take. If he takes, I put him in check instead. Then where's he going? He's going down. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with bishop. I'm gonna go with king f3. I don't like the way the calculations coming out on the other thing. And I was wrong. It's rook 8 a7 check. Okay. Now what? Oh. Maybe now I take the knight with the bishop. He takes, and I put him in check. Which I think might even be checkmate. I take. Is it, first of all, is that up there? Bishop takes b8. Yes, it's up there. Okay, so if I take, if he takes with the rook, I check him with the a rook. And that's it. That would be mate. I'm going to go for it. Bishop takes b8. Correct! Yes! And now, he gave himself room to not be checkmated. That's all right. But he didn't take the bishop. Well, if I'm going to put him in check now, it's going to be rook a1, a6 check. Is it up there? Rook 7, a6 check. Rook 1, a6 check. Yeah, they're both up there. But there's also rook a8, which is a very good idea. I like that one. C takes b4. Bishop c7 check. c4. c4 is a better idea. But then he takes the bishop. That's okay. Let's go with c4, see what happens. Incorrect. It was bishop d6. Okay, so we're saving the bishop. That was probably a... I should have just done that. That was probably the best. I mean, why give away a bishop, right? Okay. Well, I do like the idea of, I didn't look at the answers yet, but I like the idea of bishop c5 check. Is it up there? Yes, it is. Last answer. Bishop c5 check. He comes down. And I come down with the rook. Check. He goes here. I don't know. I'm going to do it anyway. Correct. Well, I'm finally picking the right answers. All right. So now he's blocked off, right? He can't go up no matter what. So it might be time to bring my rook down to keep him coming downstairs. Okay, so rook 7 a5 check. Is it up there? Yes, it is. It's the first one on the list. There's also rook c1. Would that be doing me any good? Now I'm going to go with rook 7 a5 check right away. Incorrect. It was rook 1 a4. Okay, I see why. Yeah, to block off the next path and then check. Okay, I should have thought of that. Now I got the bonus questions. Let's see how fast we can do this so that this video isn't so long and boring for you guys. And remember, this is number 9, and there is one left after this. Okay, bonus questions. After 11, bishop takes f6. How should black take back? I think black... Oh, excuse me. I think black should take back with the queen. Correct. Well, that was a simple question. Sure, you develop a piece, you don't break up your pawns and double your pawns. Bonus question number 2. After the queen interposition on 11, queen d7, and the trade of queens, how should white continue? Give the next move. I don't know. I'll just move the bishop back. Oh, take the knight. Okay. How does black continue after f takes e4? Give the next move. Why not knight takes? No, it's the pawn. Okay. I'm trying to rush through these. Maybe I'm going too fast without really looking. If white... question 4. If white threats bishop g3 instead of bishop f2, what would black play? Give his 14th move. So if we went bishop g3 instead of bishop f2, what should black play? What would black play? I don't know. How about knight? Oh, queen. Okay. I'm getting all the bonus questions wrong. Bonus question number 5. Let's see if I get this one right. How does black play after f takes e4 ... and give his next move? Wow. That's a good question. How would he play? If I take the bishop, then my queen is gone, right? Can't do that. Oh, isn't this what they actually did? How about castling? Knight d2. I'm getting every one of d7 rather. I'm getting every one of these wrong. Bonus question number 6. How does white answer 16? E takes f3. Give his next move. It sucks, but I would take it. No, he lets him... Oh. Whew, I'm getting everyone wrong. If black plays 20 next... if black plays 20, knight takes e4, what is white's best capture? Give his next move. Best capture with the queen. Ah, we got that one right. We got one out of all those bonus questions right. Yeah, because you don't want to take with the rook, because then it's check and then you lose your rook. Why didn't white play 21 knight takes f6? Give black's next move. Well, this is exactly what I was talking about. If I had done that, I think black would have done this. Yes. And then once I take back or whatever, yeah, I have to take back. Well, I could take back with the bishop, I suppose. Still, there's a chance I lose a rook sooner or later. How does white answer king c7? Give his next move. Well, how about check? Yes, I'm getting 3 in a row right. Well, finally getting some right here. Okay, so what is white threatening to play? White is threatening to play what is white threatening to play? No. Oh, it's not. Damn it. Alright, so I got another one wrong. So if black plays on move 30, rook takes b8, what move does white play? Well, that one is easy. That one is this. Correct. Mate in 1. See, that's what I was saying to you before about if I were to take, and if he were to take the bishop, it would be checkmate. But instead he moved this pawn, if you remember. Conclusion, I'll let you read that. I'm not going to read it here. My eyes are getting a little googly. But I'll scroll up a little bit slowly. You can pause the video at any time. Okay. So, and there you have it. Okay. So, let's get our score, shall we? I got 76 out of a possible 100. Oh my. Expert Candidate Master. After all those, that's the second time in this series that I've been doing on YouTube that I got Expert Candidate Master. Well, pat myself on the back. That was pretty good. I guess I'm getting better, or maybe the questions are getting easier. I don't know. As you know by now, on these Match the Masters, even when you get a wrong answer, they give you points for getting a good move. Of course, you lose points for making a stupid move, and when they may actually give you on the multiple choice, they may actually give you some stupid moves. But okay, 76 out of a possible 100. And 66 to 80 is Candidate Master. 4 more points. No, 5 more points. I would have made it to Master. Well, thank you for watching. I hope this 9th out of 10 Match the Masters was instructive enough for you. Again, for the person who wanted to know where to get this software, garage sales, I don't know, eBay, what's that other one? Amazon. I think Amazon probably has it. I'm pretty sure, in fact, they have it. I don't know how much they're charging for it, but I would definitely recommend picking up a copy. It's not going to be downloadable with any, I wouldn't trust any downloads if it's a full version. The software is copy protected from years ago, but definitely purchase a copy that's been manufactured by Ubisoft. I'm pretty sure they're available, possibly on Amazon. And you might even be able to go to Ubisoft themselves and see if they have still some left. So, thank you for watching. One left on Match the Masters, and then we'll have to figure out from there what to do. I'll try to make the next one a little bit sooner than over a month. And I'll remind you again, other than chess, I like to do a little backyard astronomy on the daytime astronomy, that is the sun. On August 21st, we're going to experience a solar eclipse. Some of you people in the States will be able to see a total eclipse. I hear where I'm at, I'm only going to see about a 70 to 75% partial. But I'm going to try and make a video on that eclipse. I'm going to be projecting the sun. Some of you who know my website, my YouTube channel well enough know that I have some videos on projecting the sun. I'm going to be using that same stuff that I made out of the cardboard to project the solar eclipse. And maybe even have a barbecue while I'm doing it. So, see you soon. I hope it's less than a month this time. And thank you for watching. Don't forget, keep on playing and please subscribe.